Hi everybody, this is Chris at Dagmar.
I'm Chris with BroadBased.
And I don't know what you had on your agenda for today, but I read your digital marketing survey for 2019 and I thought there was some pretty interesting stuff.
Excellent, yeah, appreciate that. We worked really hard on it.
Yeah, you want to talk about some of the results?
Let's do it. All right, so starting off with the survey, the reason why we did this, and this is our second one, so it was pretty cool because we had data to compare from the prior year and then also to this year. So really that year over year change, we could kind of really get some additional insight than just kind of finding out what everyone had to say. And the reason we did the survey in the first place was, you know, with digital marketing, I'm sure you'd agree, everyone's got an opinion, sometimes harder to separate fact from fiction. So we really wanted to get to the bottom of it, get the truth on what's working, what's not working, and what people are doing to improve their digital strategies. So that's really why we decided in the beginning to do the survey, and it really has taken off to be a really valuable source of data for us and for our clients and anybody that comes across it. Just in general, we found original research makes for really good like pillar content, which I know is something you specialize in. So why don't you talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, especially if you can do surveys, if you've got a customer base that you can actually go out there and survey and get results, then that unique content really gets linked a lot. So from an SEO perspective, if you publish content that's survey-based and data-based, then people will more often link to you, and that's a very strong SEO signal.
That's right. I think it really helps, kind of cement you as the authority in your space. You're putting research out there. I've seen, big brands like HubSpot even mentioning competitors within their surveys and, what's the best marketing automation survey, or software, I should say, and including that in their survey. So it's really not meant to be a competitive thing as much as, really just kind of put the facts out there and again, really, create that level of authority.
Well, I think that's the virtue of data is it's not, it is what it is. And so it's not promotional. And so all you're doing is reporting on the data, and I think people like that from a transparency standpoint. And so I think it helps people from many different angles to understand what's going on in the marketplace without feeling like someone's trying to swing it one way or the other.
So the first question on our survey was, what was the primary digital marketing goal of all the respondents? And again, last year it was lead generation, this year it was lead generation, so not a big surprise there. What was interesting was the margin slipped a little bit, and there was more respondents focused on brand awareness, which was a little bit surprising, and then obviously kind of put on our marketing caps, our strategy caps, and thought about it a little while. And it really, if you look at the organic reach on Facebook is down, organic reach in general is down, so obviously making people aware of your product or service or even your company it would make sense that that's more of a priority.
Well, and I think also the lead gen, people, if you've been doing it for a while, once you hit a saturation mark, you have to go up the funnel, which is the branding and awareness. So I thought it was interesting with your graphic when, we focus on the lead gen side and we don't do a whole lot of branding and awareness. So I was curious to see that it actually slipped and lead gen was going down just in favor of branding and awareness. And I think that's great because the branding and awareness activities will make your lead gen that much better.
That's right. And I think, when you look at, I know we've talked, offline, so to speak, one of the biggest sources of new business for us is referrals. Referrals, I feel like, have that kind of brand awareness piece where you hear from a colleague, or if it's a personal thing, you hear from a friend about something you should purchase or a service you should go out and do more research on. You're going to search that company right through Google once someone gives you that recommendation, typically. So that's where that brand awareness needs to come from, that you own that listing wherever it is, whether it's on social media, if it's on a Google search results page, or anywhere your customer could find you. You want to make sure you own that presence, and you're making the most of that, like you say, that top of the funnel interaction you have with them.
Yeah, and I think especially when you're going into a new market, we've done that with several companies, and we focused on the bottom of the funnel, the conversion, the lead gen, and it's tough. And so without the brand awareness there, everything's like you're starting from scratch. So I think you need a measure of brand awareness to go along with some of these bottom of the funnels to make it all work. So that's very tough, though, I think, for clients to, within a limited marketing budget, to come up with what's the great balance, right? Branding and awareness versus bottom of the funnel conversion. So I thought it was good, the surveys, and I loved your graphics.
Yeah, I appreciate that. Well, that's mostly due to Caitlin Lewis, who's our lead graphic designer. So shout out to Caitlin, great job. My work is pretty easy when you have graphics like that. I think you would agree.
I would agree.
All right.